What's up, everybody? It's me. I'm back with another video. It's been a minute. I know I've been busy, but I felt like coming on today and slap some sense into some of you guys out there because a lot of people been hitting me up once again about this little dip that just happened for the past 2 days. Right? They're crying. They're complaining. I mean, I know people that I got into Bitcoin when it was at $12,000, $12,000 last year, and now it's at 50. That's what, over 4x, 5x, and they're complaining. Guys, do you know how ridiculous you sound when you're complaining about $50,000 Bitcoin? Do you understand how spoiled you sound? Some of us that's been here for the past 4 or 5 years or whatever, that's been here for one full cycle, right? Which is bull and bear, because Bitcoin runs in cycle. There's a bull market and a bear market. Some of us have to watch our portfolio go down by 90%. And meanwhile, we're over here just buying the dips every single time. Buying the dip, and it keeps dropping, it keeps dropping. And you're complaining about $50,000 Bitcoin? Look, Bitcoin was at 20,000 at the top of the last bull market after it rallied from $1,000, which is the previous all-time high. So that's a 20x for the entire bull market. 20x, that's 2,000%. And then it crashed, right? Because that's just the way the cycle works in Bitcoin. It crashed, what is this? 84%. Do you see that? All the way down to $3,100. And this is a weekly time frame. So every candle is 1 week. Can you imagine us sitting down here at $3,000 after we saw Bitcoin at $20,000, and we're sitting here at 3 grand per coin, from 20 to 3, okay? And every one of these is a week, 1 week, 2 weeks. How much time went by that we just couldn't get up? We just couldn't get up. And every time it would creep up to like 4,000, we're like, oh, we're finally doing it, and it crashed back down again. Guys, that's the problem with a lot of people that I happen to get into Bitcoin during the beginning of the bull market, right? It's a blessing for them, of course, because they don't have to experience this drop like I did. They didn't when I got into Bitcoin, nobody told me any different. Nobody showed me the ways. I just got into it, and I had to endure this 3-year bear market, right? Because I got in at the wrong timing, and I watched it drop almost 90%, But for the people that I got into Bitcoin now, the people that I care about, whatever, my friends, my loved one, my family, it's great because I got you guys in like down here at $12,000, $10,000 at the beginning of the bull market. But it's also a bad thing because you guys are so fucking spoiled. You guys are so fucking spoiled that you guys are complaining because Bitcoin went to 60K and now we're pulling back to 55K. And you guys are complaining. You people are literally panicking. And that's amazing to me. I need you guys to zoom the fuck out. Okay? Zoom the fuck out and regain your perspective. Understand. This is the best performing asset of the past decade, ever since it came out, of the past year, of the past month, whatever. Okay, stop being so spoiled, and I'll get into that. If you look at the price of Bitcoin now, this is for the day, we're down 1%, okay, almost 2%. For the past 7 days, we're still up 2.8%, even with this crash, right, quote unquote crash. For the month, we're up 14%. What are you guys complaining about? 14% in 1 month. Do you know what's the average return for the SPY, the SPY, the SP 500, the Fortune 500 ETF that most Americans are invested in? This is their go-to investment. Warren Buffett recommends that this is the best basket of stocks to invest in, and that's the SPY, right? That's the spider, the SP 500. The average annual return of the SP 500 is 8% per year. Per year, and that's the average annual return, right? Some years it's even lower. Some years it's a little bit higher, but it averaged out to be 8 to 9% a year. Bitcoin is up 14% for the month with the crash. And you guys are crying. You guys are crying about a $55,000 Bitcoin. You know how much of a bunch of little spoiled bitches you sound like right now? Look at the year to date. Year to date means from January until now, January 2021, right? We're up 90% for the year. In 3 months, we're up 90%. We're almost double. We're almost doubled in 3 months. We started off 2021 at $29,000. I remember last year when we celebrated New Year, we were breaking all time high, which is 20,000, and now we're at 55. And people are crying. They're legit getting mad. They're legit like thinking about selling. Like they're really hitting me up, wondering what's going on. In 1 year time, okay, we went from last year, from April 2020. Do you remember the March crash of the COVID crash of March 2020? Bitcoin dropped to like $3,500, okay? In 1 year time, we're up 1,055% for 1 year. Guys, this is numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie, right? You got all these people, they always have an opinion. Oh, Bitcoin's a bubble. Oh, Bitcoin's a scam. If Bitcoin was a scam, would it still be around after 12 years? Would a sitting senator of the US endorse Bitcoin and tell everybody to buy it? Senator Cynthia Lummis? Look her up. Would Tesla buy $1.5 billion worth of a scam? Would they put their shareholders' value and their shareholders' money and capital into $1.5 billion worth of something if it's a scam? Would this thing still be around after 12 years of existence if it was a scam? Guys, men lie, women lie, journalists lie, numbers don't lie. The best performing asset of the decade, the best performing asset of the year, of the worst year in U.S. history, probably one of the worst years in U.S. history, with COVID, with all the riots, with the BLM movements and all the crazy shit that happened, the money printing, we emerge as the best performing asset of the entire year. And that speaks volume. And that's the reason why institutions are rushing to get into Bitcoin, because we passed the test. We passed the test, right? Okay, but we're not talking about that right now. We're just talking strictly about the price. Guys, remind yourself once again, screenshot this picture. Screenshot this picture. Save it. Bull market 2017. Dropped 38%, 38%, 33%, 38%, 36%, 29%. Normal for a bull market in Bitcoin. So stop crying about a 10% drop, a 20% drop. I don't want to hear it, okay? Now, every time we drop 30%, on average, we usually rise about 100 to 150% after every 30% dip, as you can see here, as evidenced by the last bull run, which is 2017 and 2018, right? 2017 all the way to the beginning of 2018. So, guys, it's okay. Accept it. Accept the 38% drop. Buy the dips. Buy it, because you know it's going to rise by average 100% or more after that, on average. Guys, just have a better perspective, please. You sound like a bunch of spoiled, crying, rotten bitches. That's what you sound like. You're mad that this thing is only up 20% for the month. You're mad that this thing is only up 1,000% for the year. You know what? Maybe Bitcoin's not for you. If you're going to be mad at that, it's not for you. Get out. Go buy a Tesla stock. Go buy Amazon. Go buy Apple. Whatever. Go buy an ETF. Go buy the Spider, the SP500. Go and find yourself a better, safe investment. Or buy gold. Look at gold. I'll show you gold, okay? Look how gold is performing. You want to compare that to Bitcoin? COVID crash was right here, okay? That's March 2020, okay? I'm not lying to you, right? So the bottom of the crash, all the way from the bottom of the crash to now, gold is up 19%, guys. 19%. You want to see what Bitcoin done since the COVID crash? March 2020. Where are we at? Oh, I already showed you. You saw it earlier on the Bitbo. Hold on. March 2020, right here. That's the drop right there. Bam, crash. March 2020 from the bottom to the top right here. 1396%. From the low, which is about 3,800, all the way to 55, 56, 5,700. I mean, $1,000, whatever. 1396% compared to gold. 20%. And you guys are complaining that we dropped from 60 to 54K. Bitcoin's not for you. Get out. If you're going to be a bunch of little bitches crying, get out. All right, guys. So, like I said, save this picture. I don't know how many times I keep using the same picture, but then it's relevant anytime, every time. Apparently, you guys are not listening. You guys are not screenshotting. You guys are not paying attention. So I'm going to keep posting the same picture every time. All right. Finally, the last thing I want to say, remember the S2F multiple. Okay. What is the S2F? That's the stock to flow model that basically has been accurate for the past few cycles, and it's also accurate in predicting price, projecting values of an asset. It worked for gold, it worked for silver, it worked for a lot of other assets, and they're basically overlaying it on top of Bitcoin to see what the price might be with this cycle, right? So far as you can see, it's pretty closely correlated, right? So far, it's been pretty accurate. And guys, this is a very bullish cycle, meaning this model right here predicts that we're gonna see 100 to $280,000 Bitcoin before the end of 2021. Now that's a very strong, that's a good model, right? Are you gonna be mad at 100 to $288,000 Bitcoin? No, but even the model itself right now is tracking its model price. We're only supposed to be at $40,000. We're only supposed to be at $40,000 and we're at $56,000. Even this crazy bullish cycle model right here is only saying that we should be at 40,000 and it's predicting 100K before the end of 2021 right here. In the middle even, if you look at the black line, that's the model, right? So bam, that's 100K, and right there, right in the middle, that's the middle of 2021. So that's like around what, June, July? That's good. And yet we're still ahead. We're way ahead of schedule. We're way overshooting. We're still overshooting, right? This model price right here, it goes up by like $300 every day or something, right? Look, yeah, like yesterday it was at 39.7, so that's about 300. The other day was 39.5, so yeah, $300 per day. Guys, we're going up so fast that it's causing you guys to be so spoiled, and you guys are losing sight of the perspective, losing sight of the big picture. And that's why you guys are sitting, you're crying, you're complaining, you're panic selling. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Guys, it's very simple. The last point I'm going to make, okay? Bitcoin only has two outcomes. There's only two outcomes. One, it fails and it go to zero, right? So every time you see the price crash, I want you to Google, see what's the news, what's going on. What happened? Did Bitcoin get hacked? Like if there's a hack in the Bitcoin protocol network to where, oh, now there's a critical bug and we can't fix it, then okay, that's when you need to reevaluate your investment. Okay, now you're thinking, what happened? That means that it's not as secure as you thought it was. Bitcoin has never been hacked, ever, right? So if it starts getting hacked, that's when you need to think, okay, maybe this is something I need to reevaluate. But if not, who gives a fuck? Who cares if India claimed that they're going to ban it? Good luck trying to ban it. They tried it before. It didn't work. They sound like a bunch of dumbasses right now because they keep saying the same shit and going back on their words. They tried to ban it back in 2017. It did not work. In 2020, they literally came out and undo the ban because they saw how stupid they look for imposing this ban that they can't enforce. It's impossible to enforce a ban on something that's not physical. You can't. It's not like they're banning gold or drugs. They can't even ban drugs. Like, how are you going to ban something that lives inside people's head? All I need is a 24 C words in my head, and I carry my Bitcoin with me everywhere I go. How would you ever ban that? How are you going to confiscate that? You can't. So good luck. So like I said, if you guys look in the news and you see what's going on, is it something critical, failure, hacks, bugs that's in the Bitcoin protocol itself, not the exchange getting hacked, Bitcoin itself? If not, then who gives a fuck? Who cares what the price is doing? Because there's only two outcomes. One, Bitcoin goes to zero, right? Because there's something seriously wrong with it fundamentally. So then everybody's like, dude, this is crazy. I'm getting out. Bam, it goes to zero. Fine, it's done. It's over. Let's move on. If not, it's going to go to 10 trillion, $100 trillion per market cap, right? Right now we're at $1 trillion market cap. We're tiny compared to everything else. Gold is $10 trillion market cap. Stock market is like $200 trillion market cap. We are tiny. We're not going to stop here. We're not going to stay at $57,000 forever. We can't. It's just, this is not the end for Bitcoin. If it succeeds, this is not the end. This is simply a resting area slash, a stepping stone. We're not going to just stop at $57,000. It doesn't make any sense. There's only two outcomes, zero or infinity. Literally. Because Bitcoin is money. It's not a stock. It's literally fucking money. So, just want to leave you guys with that, man. Next time you guys feel well, like panic, or you feel like, man, you don't know what's going on, just remember what I said, guys. Who cares what the price is doing? As long as Bitcoin's fundamental stays intact, as long as it keeps doing what it's supposed to do, it's gonna eat the world. It's gonna eat everything, and that's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I'm basically I have my faith in that. So that's it, guys. Hopefully everybody have a great day, and hey man, stay strong. Just buy the dips.